The D. Armstrong Show.
You know, life has so much drama, and art imitates life in Candy Burris's new hit play, A Mother's Love, at the River Center this Thursday and Friday in Columbus. We are so pleased to have Hollywood singer, songwriter, actress, music producer Candy Burris with us this afternoon. Thank you so much. She actually snuck away from rehearsing at the River Center to be with us. It is so much work to be rehearsing.
Well, thanks for having me here today, first off. But yeah, it's a lot of work trying to put together a full musical, because I think a lot of people are used to seeing plays with music, but this is a musical, which means that the music moves the story, so it's like a whole bunch of dance and a whole bunch of movement, and it's like Broadway.
we have a little snippet of it, okay? As a matter of fact, we have several snippets from the official trailer of A Mother's Love. See if you see yourself with some of your feelings coming out in some of this. Let's take a look.
It's not a topic that's open for discussion like that.
Well, if baby she hadn't been so open, I wouldn't be here dealing with you right now. Whoa.
Hello, it's a fun Friday. We're taking on the challenge to have a sleep pink party on the air. The D. Armstrong Show raising $1,000. Okay, and guess how we're doing it? In exchange for having a pink pajama party on the air, giving you some valuable information about breast cancer and menopause, guess what? Estroven is making this happen. Yes, Estroven is donating $1,000 to the Avon Walk for Breast Cancer on behalf of the D. Armstrong Show.
Can we get some of those vitamins?
Yeah, girl. I'll tell you.
All a little hot.
As a matter of fact, they sent me some. I'll give them to you. You know, when it's all said and done in this life, what is more important than the love of family and friends? And that's why it can be so difficult for soldiers who can't make those surprise appearances at home. They just can't get there. And why Winn-Dixie has teamed up with the D. Armstrong Show to bring you the first annual Home Away from Home Thanksgiving on the D. Armstrong Show. And joining me are Gail and Gloria. They're going to be serving the soldiers as we're getting this underway. Thank you so much. That's Gloria Strode, the host of Straightforward, and cosmetologist with Hair Connections, Gail Gentry, representing the many people who would want to do the same if they can get here. And we have Command Sergeant Major Samuel Rhodes. Thank you so much for making this happen. He got on the phone. The Army does have its bureaucracy, but you cut through it.
No, I think we got a lot of great soldiers out there, and they deserve this opportunity. And you know, we don't have a lot of bureaucracy. We're really doing a lot of great things and just figured out when they're not busy. It's awesome to have 3rd Brigade, 3rd ID, to have a handful of their soldiers who are doing a remarkable job here today.
I can imagine, Command Sergeant Major, that you have memories that you often want to impart or speak into the young soldiers. What would you say to them today about what's ahead and how to have heart and how to stay strong?
Well, I tell you, it's awesome that they just need to feel it. I mean, the way the Army's doing the training now to help soldiers and to make sure they're focused and make sure they're resilient, and all they need to do is keep the path, stay focused, and understand that regardless of what's going on in their life, they've got some great leadership. You know, it may not always be what you want them to do, but at the end of the day, we're there for them, and the leadership of 3rd Brigade is one of the most outstanding brigades I've ever seen.
Well, let's give them a hand for what they do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for who you are and what you're doing. One of my first questions that came to me was, when someone presents a script to you, and I know that the goal of an actor is to work, but you want certain work, what made you say, yes, Ty, I will do this one?
Well, I'll go first.
Yeah, ladies first. You know.
For me, there were a couple of things. One, I mean, it's no secret that Ty is an amazing writer. And so the story in and of itself made me cry. It was one of those things that touches your heart immediately. And it's near and dear to my heart because I have a family member or a couple that have been in the same situation. And so it's one of those things that with me, I like to choose scripts based on how they feel. And if it feels good based on the storyline and the way that it's going to reach the audience, that's usually how I decide.
And I guess when you get the script, it doesn't hurt either, Reese, that when he writes it out, it says, beautiful woman kisses handsome man.
That always helps. That always helps.
It helps if they cast it according to the way it's written, right?
Wow. And I know you're in a role that actually involves organ donation.
Yeah, my role on the Haves and Have-Nots as Tony Watson. When I did get that script for the second season and found out that I had a kidney problem, then I had to go back and do my research and find out, what these people go through, and with that research, finding out how desperate, some of the patients may be waiting for, their kidneys or waiting for organs on that organ donor list. So that's kind of what piqued my interest in wanting to be part of it.
If you ride down a couple of the large thoroughfares in Columbus, you know what's popping up? Dialysis centers.
Right.
And many of the
Everywhere.
patients are people of color. Dialysis. It's because sometimes of things we've done to ourselves, sometimes it's unexplained, but it's huge. Did that mean a lot to you, Blue, that many of the people who are in need of organs are African Americans or people of color, but we're not donating?
Exactly, and it's just funny that you say that because I came back home to Atlanta, where I'm from, after being out living in different cities. And I'm riding around, my neighborhood, and like you said, that's what I see, dialysis center. 2 more miles down the street, another dialysis center. What used to be, a restaurant or Wendy's is now a dialysis center. I'm like, what's going on? So that just, it hits home to let you know that this is real.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Dee Armstrong Show. And help me to welcome Hollywood icon Danny Glover to the show today.
All right, Dee.
Honored to have you.
All right, pleasure.
It's such a pleasure to have you today.
All right,
Thank you so much.
Good.
I know that you're a busy man. You literally just flew into the studio, huh?
Virtually.
Yes.
I'm doing a lot of virtual flying.
Are you? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I know you had to have heard that today has been proclaimed Danny Glover Day in the city of Columbus by Mayor Teresa Tomlinson. Is that Wow. And the show today is all about Danny Glover. It's about your work in front of and behind the camera. It's about your passion for being healthy and getting people to fight obesity and to fight diabetes. And I wanted to start by just kind of looking into the life of Danny. Is it Laverne or Leburn Glover?
Laverne, but Danny comes from, back when I was born, you didn't know whether it was going to be a boy or girl. And it just happened the day I was born, there was a big article on Danny Kaye in the San Francisco
The
Chronicle.
Danny Kaye.
The Danny Kaye.
Okay.
So I was named, it's
So
not Daniel, it's Danny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're going to come back after the break because he's not only an iconic actor and he's working behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, but his goal is to get Americans to fight diabetes and to fight being overweight and obesity. And we're going to talk about that when we come back. Danny Glover.
All right, thank you.
You guys are huge, and my Facebook page is going crazy. Okay.
We appreciate the
Thank you
love
for
that you've
coming
given
so
us,
much.
so.
And I will see you bright and early in the morning. I think you guys are going to be shooting inside and a little bit outside. It's going to be so much fun.
It is. Thank you for having us here. Your studio is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And we'll be right back with Ty Mans, one of the men behind this production of The Wish. It's the Dee Armstrong Show. We'll be right back. Now, when we come back, no matter where they are on duty, soldiers can listen to some of the sounds of home. All right, and when they're overseas, a lot of times it's the USO, but you know what? It's Dee Armstrong today, okay? And we have some entertainment for you, a little food for the soul, and a little music to soothe the heart when we come back. It's our annual Home Away from Home Thanksgiving dinner for our soldiers. We'll be back. A pink party on the show today, and there are a lot of things that happen as we age. One thing is that we kind of look in the mirror and we wonder, can I get rid of that line? Well, Dr. C says yes, he has some Botox. And you're like, oh, my vision isn't what it used to be, and he has LASIK. So Dr. Sarah Vottle from North Columbus High, join us when we come back. Okay. Let's show Candy some love. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, when we come back, we're talking with Rebecca Lang of Southern Living Magazine. We're going to have fun doing that and much more on the Dee Armstrong Show.